Hello there. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great today. I hope you're really good. I hope you're spot on. I'll tell you what, this is a good video I could look forward to if I was just sitting back with a cup of coffee, because this is going to be the sweet B-sides. I'm going to rank the sweet B-sides, and it's going to be a top 10. Top 10. They had 56 singles, but some of the early singles, like The Juicer, the B-side of Lollipop Man, and the Mr. Gallagher. These B-sides are very hard to come by. I've got them on LPs, but they're very, very difficult to come by. Let's start at number 10, and it's going to be the B-side to Lies in Your Eyes. Lies in Your Eyes, great single, really good single, 1976. Did well in Germany and Sweden. Should have got a lot higher, I think. But if you flip it over, you've got Cockroach. Oh, wow. This is probably the Sweets' most heaviest track. This ranks up there with all the heavy bands you could think of. It's really, really heavy. Real great crunching guitars from Andy and good drumming. And Brian's raw vocal. It's a really heavy track. Number 10 is Cockroach. Okay, this is Show Me the Way. At number 9, it's the B-side to Californian Nights. And, the rest of the band look happy in this picture, but Brian not so happy. I think 1 foot out of the door. It's a shame that this is a B-side, Show Me the Way, because it's a lot better than Californian Nights. Californian Nights, sung by Steve. It's a pretty song, but Show Me the Way. Some people were saying that Brian can't reach the vocals at this point in time. We're talking about 1978, 79. Brian can reach the top notes because Show Me the Way is a Brian Connolly classic. If you haven't heard it, put the B-side on of California Nights and listen to this Show Me the Way. It's a real hard rocker. Brian's vocals is fantastic. This is when the B-side was better than the A-side, because Show Me the Way is a much better song than Californian Nights. But I think at this stage, a lot of politics was going on here with the Sweet. They were about to break up. Brian was about to leave. But Show Me the Way at number 9, Brian can still do it. I tell you what, this is a real rocker, this one at number 9. Show Me the Way, B-side to Californian Nights. So this is an iconic picture of the band here. This is the single Little Willie, but the B-side is Man from Mecca. You know the song? I always wonder about that gentleman in the back, right at the back there, walking while the Sweet were there. I wonder if he's still alive, that guy. Laugh out loud. It's a long time ago, isn't it? 1972, this one, Little Willie, which was a track written by Chin and Chapman. They wrote the A-sides, but Brian Connolly, Mick Tucker, Steve Priest, and Andy Scott wrote the B-sides. So this is what is extraordinary about this band. You got the big hits on the A-side written by Chin and Chapman, who wrote great songs for Mud and Suzi Quatro and Racy and many other bands. But then we turn it over and you've got the B-sides. That's why it's a great video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying it, this video. Grab a cup of coffee, because this is a sort of video I'd like to watch. Man from Mecca is my number 8. Man from Mecca, the B-side to Little Willie. Take a black cat, da 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 da. Great song, Man from Mecca, real heavy track. So Man from Mecca is at number 8. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're up to number 7. We're ranking the B-sides from the Sweet, or Sweet. They were called The Sweet in the old days. In fact, they were called Sweet Shop, wasn't they? But then it went to The Sweet. And when it got to Fox on the Run, round about that period, the 16s, it went Sweet. So there we go. Sweet, Brian Connolly, Mick Tucker, Steve Priest and Andy Scott. And this is Burn on the Flame coming in at number 7. Burn on the Flame. Now, this is good enough to be an A-side, isn't it? Burn on the Flame. A cracking song. Real good song, Burn on the Flame. 16s is a good one. I think Brian's favourite song, the 16s, but Burn on the Flame. It's got that great guitar at the beginning, real heavy guitar. It's got great harmonies. Burn on the Flame. You know, it's really good. I love Burn on the Flame. Good enough to be an A-side, that one. Burn on the Flame coming in at number 7 in the B-sides suite rankings. Wigwam Bam, but that's not what we're here for today. We're not here for the A-sides, we're here for the B-sides. But on the B-side of Wigwam Bam is New York Connection, and it's a great rocker coming in at number 6 for the suite New York Connection. We're at the top 5, ladies and gentlemen, and we've reached number 5, and it's going to be the B-side to the Borum Blitz, Rock and Roll Disgrace. Da 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 da. Real, fantastic track, really great track. Rock and Roll Disgrace is at number 5. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're up to number 4. And the number 4 song is the B-side to Hellraiser. And it's I'm burning, I'm burning. You know that Burning? God, what a track that is. Burning, ladies and gentlemen, is at number 4. Burning, the B-side to Hellraiser. Real good track, Burning. Real heavy track by the suite. Okay, top 3 time, ladies and gentlemen. This is the B-sides. I'm doing 10 ranked B-sides by the suite. Great band, Brian Connolly, Mick Tucker, Andy Scott, Steve Priest. The original lineup. Fantastic band from the 70s. Hard rock, glam rock, bubblegum in the early days. Brilliant band. And number 3 is the B-side to Teenage Rampage. And it's called Own Up, Take a Look at Yourself. I love the way this starts with the jingle bells. It starts with the jingle bells. It's probably the Sweets Christmas song, maybe. Take a look at yourself. Oh, it's fantastic. This is great. I love the intro to this. This could have been a single, you know. It's fantastic stuff. Brian's on top form. The band are on top form here. Own Up, Take a Look at Yourself, coming in at number 3. Who's going to be number 1 in the B-sides top 10? Right, number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is the B-side to Coco. Now, I do like Coco, because I fondly remember it. You know, if you was there, right there, in 1971, because I was a young lad in 1971. When I heard Coco, it was catchy. It made me happy. It was fun, you know. But if you're not there, you don't like it so much because you weren't there. You see, you're just judging the record on what it is. And I've heard a lot of criticism about Coco, and to be honest, I don't like it because you weren't there, you know, and so you don't appreciate it. If you was there, you would appreciate it. You know, some people weren't there, so they didn't appreciate it. You know, Coco is a great little catchy tune, and it's one of my favourites by the suite. I absolutely love it. It's a banger. It's a classic song. You got to be there to enjoy it. Most people, when they criticise Coco, it's because they're judging it from their head. They're not judging it from their heart because they weren't there. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be there when you're growing up and you're there and you listen to it on the radio. You got the memories. So these people that weren't there, they probably got memories later on. You know, 2 or 3 years, they probably got memories in 1977 and 78. That's when their memories started. But my memories started right here with Coco. But if you turn it over, you got Done Me Wrong, All Right. Done Me Wrong, All Right is a absolute killer. I love the drumming on this Done Me Wrong, All Right. The drumming from Mick. This just shows you what's going on here. Done Me Wrong, All Right is an absolute killer. A composition written by the band, Brian and Mick and Steve. Let's just show you the rest of the single. There it is, Coco by The Sweet. And the B-side, Done Me Wrong, All Right, is coming in at number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we're up to number 1, ladies and gentlemen. And my number 1 B-side is going to be the B-side to Blockbuster. Blockbuster was their big number 1. I think The Sweet should have had more number 1s. They had 5 number 2s, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps Fox on the Run and The Borum Blitz should have made number 1. But Blockbuster did make number 1, and it stayed there for 5 weeks. But if you flick it over, you've got Need a Lot of Lovin'. Need a Lot of Lovin' is a hell of a track. I love Brian's vocals. They're a lot rougher on Need a Lot of Lovin' than they are Blockbuster. You know, you got Steve and Brian joining in on Blockbuster. Does anyone know the way? There's got to be a way. You know, we just haven't got a clue what to do. But flick it over to Need a Lot of Loving, and Brian screeches this one out. It's an absolute belter of a track. Need a Lot of Loving. Brian's vocals are awesome. Great guitar work from Andy. And mixed drumming is top class. This and the bass is brilliant on this. Need a Lot of Loving is a great track. I hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel. Have yourselves a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. The Sweet Rankin B-Sides Top 10. Look after yourself and take care.